Hi, welcome to Emotional Freedom with Ronna Stedman. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do the basic tapping recipe for emotional freedom technique. If you'd like to know a little bit more about how it works and why it works, please visit my website. It's www.ronnastedman.com. Okay, all right, so let's get started. To do the basic tapping recipe, you first need to find a specific event that still causes emotional charge for you. For example, maybe someone cut you off while you were driving. Maybe someone got in front of you in line at the grocery store or bumped into you or something. You want to find a specific event that lasts no more than 1 to 2 minutes long, all right? And that event has to still bring up emotional charge in yourself at this present moment in time, all right? So let's say this guy cut me off on the road, and I think about that now, and maybe I'm still angry about that. I don't know why I'm still angry about that, but for some reason this guy just really got under my skin when he did that. So I'm going to tune into that moment when this guy cut me off on the road, and I'm going to say, okay, how upset am I right now in this moment? Okay, so let's say I'm at like an 8. For some reason that guy just really got me mad. So I'm at 8 and I'm feeling angry. All right, so now you have the specific event and you have the emotion. All right, the guy cut me off, now I'm angry. All right, so once you have that, all right, then what we're going to do is we're going to create a setup phrase for us to start tapping on the karate chop point. All right, so the karate chop point is this part of your hand where the pinky is, but right down a little bit lower where this fatty part of your hand is, okay? So we're just going to tap on the side of the hand there while we're saying the setup phrase, okay? So the setup phrase is going to sound something like this. Even though I feel really angry when I think about that guy cutting me off, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Okay? So that end part, if you have a little bit trouble saying deeply and completely love and accept myself, you can say, I'm okay with myself, I want to accept myself, whatever's comfortable with you, as long as you're acknowledging the problem and you're making a self-acceptance statement. Okay? So back to this, even though I feel really angry that that guy cut me off, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. One more time. Even though I feel really angry that that guy cut me off, I deeply and I completely love and accept myself. Okay, so we do the setup phrase 3 times. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a reminder phrase as we go through the other tapping points. You're going to do this round 3 times as well. So just follow along with me. All right, so my reminder phrase is going to be this anger. All right, and I'm going to tap on the top of my head first. It doesn't matter where, just right on top of your head. And you're going to say this anger. Okay, then we're going to tap on the eyebrows right in the middle. All right, so the idea is to get on the ends of the eyebrows here. This is where the meridian endpoints are. So I just take my 3 fingers and I tap right in the middle, and I say this anger. Okay, and then I tap on the side of the eye. There's the bone that goes around the eye socket. So you're just tapping on the bone right there and saying this anger. Okay, and then under the eye, and you're tapping right on that bone there, and you're saying this anger, or whatever the issue is for you. Okay, under the nose, this anger. Under the lip, this anger. Collarbone. Okay, so the collarbone's here. It's a little bit underneath the collarbone, and you just say this anger. Good. Under the arms, okay, this anger. Then you're tapping on the ribs here, just right across the rib cage, you're saying this anger. Good. Then we're going to do the finger points, okay? So if you hold your palm facing you, where the nail meets the skin on the side of the finger, this anger. Good. And then the next finger, where the nail meets the skin, this anger. And you go through each finger saying this anger, this anger, this anger, okay? And then we're going to tap through 2 more times. Top of the head, this anger. Good. This anger. This anger. This anger. under the nose, this anger, under the lip, this anger, good, collarbone, this anger, under the arms, this anger, ribs, this anger, fingers, this anger, this anger, this anger, this anger. Now notice you're just tapping, a few times between like 5 and 7 times. You're tapping each point. This anger, top of the head again, this anger, side of the eye, this anger, under the eye, this anger, 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 this anger. Okay, good. All right, so now that you have done that round 3 times, now you're going to tune back into the event, all right? And you're going to try to see what you're feeling now. Okay, so I'm thinking about this person cutting me off. How angry am I now? Okay, so maybe I'm down to a 3, maybe a 4, all right? So maybe it's not completely gone. I still have a little bit left. So if you still have some emotional charge, we're going to do now something called the remaining phrase, okay? So now we're going to do the setup phrase, but instead of the one we used before, we're going to say, even though I still have some of this anger, I deeply and completely love and accept myself, okay? Even though I still have some of this anger, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And again, even though I still have some of this anger, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Okay, good. Now, the other tapping points, we're going to say remaining anger. Okay? And we just say that through the whole, all the tapping points, okay? Remaining anger. 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 Remaining anger, remaining anger, remaining anger, remaining anger, remaining anger, remaining anger. All right. I would say you want to do that round again another 3 times, unless you notice that it just comes down right away, which can happen. So tune back into the event. I can hardly think about that guy cutting me off anymore. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm like, okay, it's gone. Good. All right, so that is the basic recipe for the tapping points for emotional freedom technique. Now, this technique works really well in the moment. If you're upset in the moment, you can tap, and it can really bring it down and neutralize that emotion so you can think more clearly, communicate more clearly with others. It's a really great tool to use in the moment. And it's also really good for using for things that have happened in the past that you notice you're still carrying around. So, like maybe one time when you were a little kid, you're carrying all your books and you fall face first on the floor and everybody laughs at you. All right. And now, as an adult, maybe you're a little bit more cautious about when you're walking on floors that don't have a rug on them, So that's because you're still emotionally attached to that event that happened back then. So what you would do is you go back to that moment in time. You try to really get in there and be present with that moment in time, bring up emotional charge. You do the tapping for it to clear it. And once it's cleared, like whatever, the embarrassment, maybe sadness, whatever it is that you felt at the time, when you clear that, you'll notice that all of a sudden you're not so cautious, walking down the hall anymore, in the present time as an adult. So this is a wonderful technique, and I'm so glad you could join me to do this with me. And if you have any questions, please send me an email or give me a call. I would be glad to answer any questions that you have. So again, my website is ronastedman.com, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks a lot, and have a wonderful day.